Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel for another First Amendment expose. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today I chose a video from J Dub's Audit. In this video, Joshua is fresh out of jail. Alright, let's do this. Hi guys, so today, since I'm beginning year's number 2 of this madness, I would love to say a few words to what I might call the haters, who send their disapproval in the comment section. At first guys, each comment I receive helps the channel. YouTube doesn't care about positive or negative, they care about engagement. Also, if you think that your negativity impact the channel, the answer is no. My video ratio is around 95% all the time. Not only are you helping me, but you have no impact whatsoever, so yeah. Look, I'm sorry my freedom of speech is bothering you guys, but if you just comment bootlicker, not only you're wrong, but you're actually helping me. Obviously, I know you can come up with a valid legal argument with your YouTube law degree, contrary to the frauditors and their followers. I love the First Amendment and encourage you to freely express yourself, but can you at least try to come up with something original? I mean, come on guys, you know, step up.
Do it! Just do it!
And now, our feature presentation.
We need a dumpy, unappealing loser.
So today we will dive back into the universe of J Dub's Audit. One of my most viewed videos was an arrest of this muppet right here, Joshua, when he got honed by a no-nonsense, old-school copper. It's a classic. Let's watch some clips.
Fifth Amendment doesn't have anything to do
yes,
with that.
it does. Fifth Amendment has
I'm not
everything
asking
to do.
you whether you're
I have
innocent
all
or
right to
guilty.
conceal my identity. I'm
No,
not in
you
the
don't.
commission of committing a crime,
No.
sir. You work for me.
Yep.
I don't think so.
I do think so.
You're not allowed to touch me.
I am
did
allowed to
nothing.
touch you. You
I
are
did
under
nothing,
arrest.
sir.
You are under
For what?
arrest.
Get your
for
hands
wearing
off
a
me.
mask in public.
Wearing a mask in public is not a crime.
It is.
It's not a crime.
I just showed
That
you
is
it's
not
a
a crime. He is making a mistake. This is
Put your hand behind your back.
Read it right there.
Put your hand behind your
It
back.
says in private,
Do you
sir.
want to go to the ground?
It says in private, sir. It says in private, sir.
It's not
This is
unlawful.
unlawful.
We showed you the
This
law,
is
sir.
unlawful.
I showed you the law, sir.
Right there.
Sir, put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Apparently you didn't read the whole thing.
I read the whole thing and it says in private.
You're fixing to go to the ground.
It's not.
Yes. Put your hand behind your back.
You best not.
You get resisted arrest.
I did not do anything.
Yes, you did.
I did not do anything.
That's all right. It's on camera.
I did not resist.
No, not at all.
No, it's unlawful. You know what that means?
Yes, I know what you did is unlawful.
It's an illegal search and seizure because I don't.
No, because you're under arrest.
It's unlawful.
It's not unlawful when you're under arrest.
You're breaking constitutional law.
No, I'm not.
Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, you have the right to remain silent. You might want to use it.
You are an oath breaker.
Yep.
You are.
And you're a lawbreaker. And you're a trick-or-treater,
You know how
right?
ridiculous you sound, bro.
Are you a trick-or-treater?
You're a
Yeah, you're a
fucking
little old to be
buster. You're a
trick.
fucking buster.
Yeah, okay.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
But where are you at?
That's fine. I'll
Yeah.
be out. And you're
Yeah.
going to get a fucking lawsuit.
Yeah.
Lose your job.
Please. I need a break.
You are going to lose your job.
I need a vacation.
That video is getting ready to be posted.
Go ahead and have a seat on the bench.
That video is going to be posted.
I hope it is.
Oh, it is.
Show you how stupid you look. I showed you the statute, and you refused to take your mask off. That was the only thing you had to do. And you refused to do that. You refused to
I
identify,
wanted to
and you
read
resisted
the damn
arrest.
piece of paper. You wanted to arrest real bad.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
all.
because you're violating the law right in front of me.
No, how is that violating the law, bro?
Because you're wearing a mask.
Wearing a
in
mask.
public.
Do you know how stupid you sound?
Do you know how stupid you look?
Damn! He got cooked.
Agent, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Well, this muppet is finally out of jail, and this is his first video. He got arrested at a courthouse lately after another one of his tantrums.
This is illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal.
Alright, so let's see if this donut will finally accept accountability for his actions.
That's a shame.
Enjoy.
Well, good morning, everybody. So, I'm free. Thank you to everybody and the supporters out there who were helping me get along in there and make phone calls. And, you know, JD, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Chrissy, you're awesome too. Swamp Fox News, you're an awesome dude. You are amazing, brother. I'm still calling you, man. Just have a lot going on right now. But I'm gonna holler at you soon, Swamp Fox. Yeah, guys. So that unlawful arrest, like, still, I see all the haters out there, but it's okay. What I'm doing is for my scientific experiments for my doctorate. That I'll be going for. This is helping me form my thesis.
So for this jar full of broken teeth, wearing a combat gear and a mask in a government office is the equivalent to writing a thesis. How delusional those dudes are. They think they're activists, journalists, educators, decent people. Now acting like a moron to get arrested is a thesis.
For how police interact and violate those constitutional rights, and when those stand up for their rights, you see the violence that that happens. You know what I mean? But it's okay. Like I said, I resisted lawfully.
What?
What are you, retarded?
Okay, like, I didn't try to fight them guys, but I just tried to keep my arms underneath me, like trying to get into like the fetal position. Yeah, these officers have lied on affidavits like hell. They even violated the South Carolina criminal rules of procedure, right? Rules of criminal procedure for the 30-day time limit to, disclose evidence to the defense. Like, at the time of my bond hearing on March 24th, they had still not provided, any evidence to the defense. The only evidence that was provided was my video. And it clearly showed that they did not forcibly remove me from inside the courthouse, like they said on their affidavits, sworn affidavits, everybody.
This is illegal. 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 Y'all come on.
I am? I was just grabbing this.
This is unlawful.
So you keep recording, though.
This is unlawful.
Yeah, camera.
What's your rank?
He didn't do anything
What's
wrong.
your rank?
He didn't do anything wrong.
What's your rank? What's your rank?
He wasn't resisting.
He is resisting.
No, he's not.
Quit interfering, or you stand up and quiet.
Speech is not interfering. We have freedom of speech. We can say whatever we want.
Y'all boys ain't shit.
What are y'all doing?
Hey, make sure we ain't lock you up, sue the shit out of
I'm going to.
He already has.
We can say whatever we want. Freedom of speech.
Y'all talking about what?
Bam, 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 let him.
Yes, you can. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, you can't assault people either. That fucking cop assaulted me. Right in fucking front of you.
No, it's not.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
That's a body camera.
No, it's not. You can't take
You
it.
can't take that.
Yes, he can. Cameras and their content can be seized as evidence. I mean, it's funny how these guys pretend to be peaceful and not make a big scene. Still, they always end up in chaotic or violent situations. I mean, that's weird. I wonder why.
And that I was not disorderly, and definitely didn't reach to the level of breach of the peace aggravated. That doesn't even exist. Like, the statute number for it is 00-000-000. Doesn't exist. Okay, so it is just like a common law that they bring up when their feelings are hurt. Because if somebody's exercising their rights, which again is against South Carolina law. The South Carolina Code of Law 16-5-50, I think it is, says that's against the law for anyone to, it might be 60, 16-5-60. I have to look it up again, but it's one of those two. It is illegal to anybody to threaten, intimidate, and coerce anybody who is in the exercise of their constitutional rights.
Making a scene in a courthouse is not a constitutional right, Joshua. Every time those muffins bring the Constitution, they always forget two things. One, the freaking 10th Amendment. And two, every state has its own written Constitution, and they're a lot longer than the federal one. The First Amendment, like any other amendment, is not absolute.
That's
because what it does is it has a chilling effect for others not to exercise their constitutional rights, which would be unconstitutional, because in its nature, that Constitution protects every one of our God-given rights. And the government did not give us these rights, so they cannot take them from us, unless you're in violation of another, which, again,
None of those guys is a god, but okay, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
they have nothing. I don't want to get too in detail to the case because it keeps going on right now. And May 1st is my preliminary hearing, but already off the gate, they fibbed on the affidavits, and that's a no-no. Camera doesn't lie, people do. And I'm allowed to do what I did, First Amendment, and Second Amendment, and there are no rules, saying that you cannot wear body armor in a public place, and that includes the courtroom.
You were saying?
I had no weapons, but I'm allowed to wear personal protective gear, like body armor, to defend myself. And anyway, the United States versus Range, which is United States Attorney General versus Range, the government has stated that nonviolent criminal offenders can get their gun rights restored. And like I said, I've only been convicted and sent to prison for cultivation of cannabis in Indiana. I'm nonviolent, but I mean, I believe in all of my constitutional rights, and that includes Second Amendment.
Jesus Christ, man. These guys are literally domestic terrorists, already ready to shoot you if you don't agree with them. So who's the tyrant now, you stupid slice of baloney?
I am trained in hand-to-hand combat, and I did not fight those officers like everybody tries to say I did on the law enforcement side. And I'm not out to start trouble, but I do stress test our constitutional rights in a manner that is provocative, which the First Amendment is supposed to be provocative, even to anger. It's supposed to, enact change when in the face of adversity.
However, First Amendment rights are not unlimited, and there are instances where recording could violate the law.
We're tired of having hands put on us for no reason, no probable cause, just because they think they have a badge and a gun that they can just put hands on you and do whatever they want with you down here. And that's not the case. That's what I'm trying to bring about change here.
Yes, freedom of speech is extremely important, but you guys confused it a lot with anarchy. It might be technically legal for you that a moron yells a bunch of idiocy at a courthouse, but is this really the world you want to live in? Don't you want to live in a society with some decency and standards? Because another way to say stress test is to steer some shit up. George Costanza said it before.
If this is allowed to go on, this is not a society. This is anarchy!
They abuse their terrorist Ohio pat down search out here. They go into pockets and everything. And that's why, really the only body camera footage you can get is from arrest. No, I do not intend to get arrested at any time during my videos.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
But I am not going to have people put their hands on me like they continue to do. Like, it just keeps getting progressively worse. It was the wrist in Blackville. I mean, hell, I still haven't even shown you the tasing video of what happened. 30 seconds after cops get out of the vehicle, they tased me. Again, social experiments, guys. I am studying to be a psychiatrist and, seeing how the officers interact with people who have mental conditions and or under the influence is important to see, so the world can, see how these officers are trained in dealing with people who might be going through, breakdowns mentally. Because look, we all suffer from mental illness from time to time.
Oh, so that's why you always act like you're I and a complete moron. It's a social experiment. Got it.
Just people have certain ways and dealing with these emotions, and some of them are bad, like we call them coping mechanisms in psychology. But we won't get all into detail about that. But anyway, just updates. I'm free. Thank you for all who's helped me. You know, at the J-Town Press, thank you so much for coming down and educating these corrupt officers down here. Swamp Fox News, thank you so much for your support and the help to get me out and to help me be comfortable in there. JD, boy, you are the main, you're my guy, brother. And to my family, Ethan and everybody, yo. Yeah, we love you. FRF activists, man. Thank you so much for everything you did too. Thinking about going out to enjoy some of what South Carolina has to offer today. Since I'm out of school right at this moment, but I have contacted school. I will be getting back in there. April 28th is the beginning of the next term, so I'm going to hit the ground running again, folks. I did file a habeas corpus to help get me out. I will show you guys the paperwork on that here in the near future. It should be on my YouTube post, but it's not quite clear because I need to. I'll just scan it into my phone.
Okay.
And there are a few good officers in there that are trying to make change inside there. But again, they are working an uphill battle. And, you know, no, it's not an excuse because at the Nuremberg trials, they hung those boys by the neck. But just doing my job, you know.
Man, you have to be a single-cell organism to compare World War II Germany with modern America.
You guys are Nazis, man! You're freaking Nazis!
Since you're going back to school, try to get a history lesson, Joshua.
We get it, but at the same time, you know, you're taking our freedoms from us, you know. We love all of you guys, even the corrupt. Hey, we just want change, man. That's all it is. It's perspective. Like, we all live here on this world, and it's time to treat each other, you know, compassionately and with understanding, and to, you know, we don't have to be gung-ho and want to beat everybody up all the time just because we have a badge and gun and because we think we can. That's not the way this is. You're right? And we're not out trying to cause trouble. No, we're just exercising constitutional rights that you guys swore to uphold. You know, might want to check out the supremacy clause and know that the only law of this land is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That is the only law. Everything else is a statute and ordinance. If Congress makes any law that abridges the United States Constitution, that law is null and void, and we have the right as the people to bring about a change to our government at any given time. And that even includes the exercise thereof of our First Amendment in order to bring this constitutional change. Our teeth are the Second Amendment because that is our way to make sure our government stays in check and doesn't just go out of whack and just go nuts on us. All right? We're not about, you know, pure anarchy or anything like that, like the people are trying to say. We are about good government, limited government, and being governed by our own selves.
Every single one of you fake patriotic fuckers will go down.
All we want is equality and equal protections under the law, guaranteed by the 14th Amendment, due process, and equal protections of the law.
And that's how it ends, with a bunch of BS. You say that you just want to be a free American. Well, you are. You choose to put yourself in front of a train and then complain when you get hit. And what about the freedom of others? Don't you think that it might be stressful for the other citizens when you show up in a city hall in full gear, wearing a mask? It's always about what you want, what you think is right. You only care about the Constitution if it goes your way. Otherwise, you threaten anyone to use your Second Amendment right. You know what, Joshua? If you think about it, you're the tyrant.
Anybody who can't see that is a savage and an idiot! Okay.
Alright, enough with this clown, my dear Joshua. Like they say in the Philippines.
Putangin na mo!
Shout out to the members. You're the reason why I will be the next bassist in Metallica. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's expose those clowns one at a time. Bye-bye.